As a complete science exploring the fundamental transformation of electricity, energy, life and spirit, cosmic science also addresses the topic of the dead. The purpose of cosmic history is to awaken the memory of the soul in its infinite outlets and multiple births, as it passes through the cosmos in its seemingly endless transmigratory passage toward oneness. Death is both a psychochemical change and a departure point for the soul's next evaluation. To understand death and the meaning of the dead is essential in the process of waking up to our true nature. Correct understanding of death in its cosmic dimension dispels ignorance and fear at the root level. According to cosmic science, after death has been clinically determined, the auditory faculty persists for a space of 1 hour and 32 minutes. This is the period known as purgatory, since maintaining a full state of consciousness presupposes a sinking, as a hidden treasure, into life. Cosmic science continues. In order to help at this moment, one ought to speak about agreeable things, as if the deceased person was still alive, and one also ought to massage the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet, treatise. That absorbs portions of Marsine's radial plasmic lines of force that determine the energetic action of the aura. The mental spheres adhere to the Marsines of the fourth dimensional other. According to cosmic science, the other dies 2 years after the third dimensional self. This is the equivalent of 20 years in the fourth dimension, depending on karma. The Akashic or life record is situated in the seventh mental sphere located in the crown of the higher fifth dimensional self. This record contains the live summarization of all experiences and the generative quantos of the auric impulses, forming the life register of the two biological entities, self and other. The quantos are the Mercanica Vedica lines, or genetic patterns that determine the quality and character of the entities, third and fourth dimensional, to be born. This means, when the third dimensional term expires, then occurs a rendering of that entity's life experience. This rendering, or renew, is read as keys in the auric field, in comparison to the primary pattern established. This description is generic and does not negate the fact that after death, the hereafter, one experiences and receives according to what was believed in the life before. Cosmic science also addresses death by suicide and death by accident. In the case of suicide, the higher self withdraws and the entity experiences madness in full consciousness for an interval of time. Death by accident requires a period of psychic restabilization on the part of the higher dimensionals, which can take some time. 1. Death is the transition of the third and fourth dimensional selves to a return to spirit. At this point, the soul is evaluated and, depending on the karma and personal tendencies, prepared for its next destination. The registration of the genetic pattern or quantos is registered in the Akashic Book of Records, while the fifth dimensional entity determines the next stage of the journey. On Earth is provided the means of testing and regenerating the soul material after it has undergone the entire physical density learning program. Cosmic history is the supreme record of the soul in its universal journey. Ultimately, there is only one soul. That is why the Aquarian Age represents the beginning of a genuine collective consciousness, so that the soul can be reunited with itself.